Hey everyone! So today I'm going to show you this look, and if you like it or are interested in how I do it, just stay tuned, and I hope you enjoy it and it's helpful, and you can leave comments below for ideas or your opinion on it. And if you like my channel, you can subscribe, and so yeah, see ya! Okay, so the first part of this makeup look is to use a primer, and this is Lancome, and see if you can see it. And it's just a nice primer that you want to use before you do any of your cover or foundations or anything like that. And a small amount goes a long way, so you just want to use a little squirt. And so I'll show you just about that much. That's all you need, is that much. And you just want to get it all over your face and your eyelids, and it really just smooths out your skin and kind of just makes it easier to put on the rest of the makeup. So after you've done that, then you take Cover Up, and I use CoverGirl. This is the clean, oil-free, because I get oily skin, or it's oil control, sorry, because I get oily skin in the day, and so this kind of helps it. But I've been using my hands, and that's been working okay for me. But, you know, a brush works too. So I just kind of get it on my fingers, and I try to have it, you know, even. And so I just have it everywhere, and then I very lightly rub it over my whole skin. If you rub it too hard, you're kind of making the layer really thin, so it doesn't cover as much as you would like it to. Sorry if you hear barking, that's my dog. I don't know why she's barking.
Sorry, that's annoying. Okay, I usually do 2 coats just because I don't have very good skin. I have a lot of red marks and everything, so I feel like 2 kind of makes it look a little bit nicer. So, and this isn't really about this part, but I started to do makeup tutorials after I started watching Juicy Star 07, which is Blair Fowler, and I'm like in love with all of her videos. Like she has hauls and makeup tutorials and clothes, and oh my gosh, it's amazing. I like love looking at all her stuff. So if you haven't watched her stuff before, go do it now because she's like so pretty and she's just really good at these things.
So after I finish that, I want to take my concealer. And I use Clinique, and I use 01, that's the shade. Now, on top of the concealer, I use more Cover Up, not liquid though, I use the powder. And this is also CoverGirl. And I'm shade 525, and that's not the lightest shade, I don't think. I'm not really sure what it is on the scale. So I use a little blush brush, and I don't have all the MACs and all the fancy ones. I just have, I don't even know what brand these are. Okay, so that's all for the Cover Up, and now I'm going to move on to the blush. So for the blush, I'm going to use Lancome also. I use a lot of Lancome, and this is called Island Horizon, and it looks like this. It's really cool. It has all these different colors, and when you swish your brush around in them, it all mix together and then make a really pretty color. So that's what I'm going to use. So you just want to make sure you get all those colors and mix it around like that. Oops, all the dust. Okay, so there, I got it. And I'm going to apply it on the apple of my cheek. So I'm just going to smile so I can find the apple area. And okay, that looks pretty good. Yeah, that's good. And so this is really cool. I like it a lot. It's called Island Horizon again. I don't know if my camera will focus to see it. I don't think it wants to. Sorry about that, but it's called Island Horizon. Okay. My dogs keep barking. I'm really sorry about that. So the next part I'm going to do are my eyes. And I don't know if it's just me, but my favorite part of doing makeup is the eyes, just because you do so much with them. So I think that's my favorite part. But anyways, so I'm going to take, once again, Lancome, and it's this palette of 4. It's really pretty. I like these two pinks that are across from each other. And it's called, well, it's a color design, so I'll just name them as I go. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one right here, and it is called Kitten Heel. It's a shimmer, and I really like it. And so I'm going to take this, and I'm going to apply it over my whole entire lid.
Up into the crease. And it's really nice and subtle, but it does, you know, it does add a little shimmer, a little pink to your eyes. And I like that.
Okay, that looks good. And then the next part I take, or the next color I take, is this pink down here. And this is called Fashion Admirer. And I'm going to take that, and I'm going to put it on top of the one I just did.
I know that looks really pink, but I'll show you what I do to kind of bring it down a little bit.
Because that's really pink, I know. So now I'm going to take this kind of skin color one right here, and that's called Latte. And I'm going to take that and apply it on top of the pink.
So it kind of subdues it with the face pack. It kind of subdues it so it's not super pink.
Okay, that looks good. Now, the next one I'm going to take is also on this, and this is a brown. And I'm going to take that, it's called Madison Avenue. And I'm just going to take it along my crease, kind of on the, not the inner part of my crease, but like the outer, like this.
So it kind of just, oops, camera's going. And so it just kind of shows off your crease a little bit more, like that. And it kind of just adds, you know, a different, like, not all pink. You know, before this, everything I was using was all pink, and, you know, you don't want to be all one color. Take a little bit more and just down, like that.
Okay, so that looks pretty good. And then what I do, I know I blend a lot of this in. I'm going to take the tan again. The Latte. Yeah, it's called Latte. And I'm going to kind of blend that in. Okay, with a Lancome brush, it is pretty big, but I use it to just blend things in. So I'm just going to close my eye and do this. And I know it probably looks pretty silly, but it really just kind of blends things in pretty well, and so that's why I use it. Okay, so that should work. Funny. And this one is called Daylight, and this white one. And I'm going to use this on the inner corner of my eye. And what this does is it brightens up your eyes, and it kind of just makes them look more full. So I'm going to take it on my brush, and this is a small brush, and I'm just going to take it like that. Oops, lighting is messing up. I'm sorry about that. just take it on the inside part of my crease. And you might be thinking, it's white, it's gonna be all, white. But it does blend in very nicely, and it doesn't look as white as it does on the palette. Because once you blend it in, it looks really nice. I do about 2 shades just, or enough that I'm comfortable with. Sometimes I might need to do less or more, just depending on what I feel like. Okay, so that is it for the shadow. And the next thing I'm going to do is take eyeliner, and this is also Lancome, and it's Black Ebony. Oops, there it is, Lancome crayon, and this is a small one, and I think it came as a sample, but I do like it. And I'm gonna apply this on my waterline. So I might be out of camera, and I'm really sorry. Well, maybe I will. There we go. And not that much, really. Just enough that you can see it, but you don't need a ton. Okay, that looks good. I'm going to take my mascara, and this is also CoverGirl. Everything I have is either CoverGirl or Lancome. So this is CoverGirl Professional, and it's the all-in-one mascara, so it lengthens them, thickens them, and everything I wanted to do. And this, I don't get like the MAC or the fancy ones. This is all like drugstore, I guess, besides Lancome and Clinique. But you just use whatever mascara you really like. It's not gonna do much different. I swear I never get it on my eyelids until I'm in front of the camera. Okay, well I'll live with that. Okay, that looks good. So after you do that, if you feel like you want to get some clumps off, the mascara brush, and I take the comb side and I just comb through. And this really helps, like, to separate any clumps you might have. Like I don't know if you can see it, it's like a clump right in the inner corner, so it just really helps kind of separate them. So that's it for the eyes. And the next part I'm going to do is for the lips. And this is a really subtle look, but it's really pretty. And so for the lipstick, it's this really, really pretty it's almost like a nude color. It's called Elizabeth Pink, and this is I don't know how to pronounce it, so please don't be mad at me. It's Estee Lauder. I don't know. I'm sorry. You just use a little amount, and for my color of lips, it really isn't much different. It just adds. It makes them a little lighter, and it just adds a little pink shimmery tone. So on top of that, I'm going to take my lip gloss, and this is Lancome, and it's Juicy Tubes. And I know this probably looks so bright, but it really just adds some sparkle. So I'm going to take it's a squeeze tube, so I'm just going to squeeze a tiny, tiny, tiny bit out. And that looks good. I hope this tutorial was helpful and that you enjoyed it. And so just leave comments below if for any ideas or opinions on it and what I should do for my next video. And so thanks, and see ya.